Yo. Alright, so this is sort of like a, where have I been video, what's going on video, what's next video. Uh, so yeah, let's just start. Congratulations to Savage Spirits for winning 8-12 league. I honestly forget the division, to be real. But there was a lot there for me to unpack and unload, and there was some behind the scenes shit. I think people snaked the fuck out of me, low key. Chev, Juke, we'll get to y'all later, to be honest. But no, congratulations. I think they played the games beautifully. I think they played out of their minds, and we just weren't ready for it. Okay, some people on my team weren't ready for it. I'll say that. Like, I feel like we came into that series like the whole team came in that series like, yo, this is us, like we got this. And like publicly, like that's the appearance I'm playing, right? Like we got this shit, this is a bubble chip, like, but in reality, bro, I think that was the hardest championship I've ever had to be involved in. And I think like it was because I my whole team has not been to that moment in a very long time. That grand finals moment. And I feel like people are gonna be like, "Yo, Rhino, why are you making excuses?" Like, no, it's not an excuse. Like, bro, they beat us, swear and square. But I'm saying, like, bro, the moments when you need experience, the moments when you need people to tighten the fuck up, and there was a lot that goes into that series. I think Rage was super fucking tired the whole series. I don't think he was playing to his best. Juke just stopped talking after game two. Um, I think Chev was trying, but I think he fell behind, and that may have hurt his emotions a little bit. And I think Skelly was just trying to pull our group together. I think Scully, he's just a consistent pause five, and I think he played well. All those games. I can't really remember exactly. But the one game that stood out for me was the Marcy game. I feel like I was what kept us in that game, and I'm trying to get my team going, trying to get my team riled up, and no one's giving me energy back. And I'm like, yo, like it's cool to be down 2-0. It's cool to be it's okay, like 2-1 or whatever it was at the time, or 1-1 or whatever. Like, but we got dismantled in a couple of those games. So it definitely hurt, but like no one bounced back, and I wasn't expecting that from my team after the season. You look at how we played the season, where we came from, not even being in the top five of what the panelists thought. We weren't even in the top five. We were a top 18. People were saying we were a bubble team, to be honest. And I think that's unfair. I don't think we were ever a bubble team. Do I think we were the second best team in the league? Mm, yeah, no, I think we were second best team in the league. Do I think that if we play Savage Spirits earlier on in the playoffs, do I think we win? Yes, I think we win, and I think we go on to win the chip. To be honest, I think the way the bracket played out definitely helped them a lot more. Um, but the congratulations to them, and I'm wishing them the best further. Would love to see that team go on to win multiple more chips and create an 82 dynasty. But moving on to what's next for me, what's next for like my Dota sort of career. Like to be honest with you, I don't know. I don't know if I'll load. I haven't loaded the game up since those finals. You can check my Dota buff. That shit hit me hard. To be real, it shit hit me hard. Like bro, like it's a different type of vibe when people just like. I felt like my team gave up. Like I felt like they just did not want to win. Like literally going into what was it, game four. Like I don't think Rage may have said two words. Juke was finished. Chev, he was there. Chev was there, but you just check the VODs, I'm screaming, yelling, trying my hardest every game. And I feel like they just gave up. I don't really know where they went, to be honest. And that's not a flame to them. Like, I love them as teammates. I have immense respect for Juke, Chev, and Scully, and Rage. All of them for, what they've done and what they've, gone through to get there. But, I mean, those specific series, yeah, like, I felt like they gave up on me, To be honest, I felt like they gave up on me. So I don't really know what's next. I don't know if it's Dota. I don't know if it's something else. I've been subs been talking to me a couple times. A couple people reached out to make sure I was good. I'm good. I appreciate y'all reaching out. Shout out Sub. Shout out Scully. They reached out and made sure I was straight. I'm straight. I'm good. I'm chilling. And I told Sub this straight up. I was like, bro, like life in general gets so much better when you get off this game. Like when you see life, it gets a lot better. When you're not, having your Thursdays 2 hours, you're not playing 3-4 games a day just not to fall behind. Because Dota is one of those games. Like, a lot of people make fun of, we're playing against Archons or Legends or Ancients or whatever it may be. But to keep that rank, you still have to play the game a decent amount. You still got to look at the major. Like, you have to understand. And not to only keep that rank, but play players who are doing that exact thing, playing 3-4 games a day, watching every major, doing shit like that. Like, I don't feel like it matters if you're Immortal, Ancient, or Divine, or Archon or Legend. If you're still playing 4 or 5 hours a day and you're putting in the grind and the work, like that's taken away from life outside of that. And not to dissuade anyone who's thinking of going pro or whatever, or who enjoys this shit. Like, keep doing it. If you enjoy this shit and you can keep your life up with this shit, then all for it. I'm do you. But I couldn't. I was playing way too much. I was doing playing way too fucking much. I just don't got the time, to be real. I got to do a lot of other shit. So if I'm back, it probably won't be this season. I don't know if it'll be next season. But I'll be around. I'll be chilling. If you want me to cast some games, make some content, if there's some things that need to be said and no one's saying them, I'm always there. But as for playing, I don't know. That could be the end of that could have been the end of Rhino in the A12. Now MG12, I'll probably be back for LAN season. I love it until LAN. I love talking shit to people to their face. Like, you can't do shit, buddy. You can't do shit, buddy. You're ass. Like, and I want people to know, like, they're fucking trash. And it's crazy because like, a lot of people I feel like don't know my resume, don't know my career, my experience, how fucking far. 1 second. My fault. So, yeah, no, like, bro, MG12 LAN, we got Green got booted. We lost round 1, went to lower bracket, lost round 1 again, so we didn't win a series, in Peoria. Went to Chicago, we literally got second, and I was being Immortal offlaners, nightly, bro. It felt great. That was probably the best I've ever played Dota, and I don't think I'll ever get back to being as good as that. Also, it was the Brood patch, it was just the fucking Brood patch. That helped a lot, and also the micro offlaner patch, it helped a lot. So I'm not too sure, where I'll go from here. But let's get to what was exactly supposed to happen after last season. So last season, I was in talks with Juke and Chev to join DH, the new DH roster with Urbo and Dill. I was excited about the roster. It was a cool ass roster to me. I tried out. They basically, Chev and Juke were like, "Hey, if we, you're playing out of your mind right now. We definitely want you on the team." And I'm like, "Cool. Like, that sounds like a blast. But let's focus on winning this season. You know what I mean? Like, we're in the finals this season. So I wanted to make sure kept the lights on for this season. Like, next season, cool, but this season, like, we can win this season with this roster." So they were and before the finals, they were scrimming with that other team. I would ask, "Hey, can we scrim tonight?" Juke could be like, I'm scrimming with the other team. Respect to, them for putting that shit together, but like, bro, there's an off season for a reason. Like, we're in the process of winning a chip. You don't see LeBron in the process of winning a chip with the Lakers practicing with the Suns. Like, what's going on here? So that, I felt that way, and I was like, okay, well, let me just make up for it. Let me play more. Let me go harder. So it just wasn't enough, to be honest. It just wasn't enough. But and no flame to Juke, no flame to Chev, no flame to any of those dudes. But I feel like, yeah, bro, like y'all owe me a conversation, to be honest. You know what I mean? Like, what happened there? Literally 2 days after, y'all announced Mr. Worldwide, who's nowhere close to me. Trust me. No flame to Mr. Worldwide. Bro, everyone knows you're nowhere close to me. But there was no one on that list that came inches of. There was Ash. There was Uh, like I don't want to say names, but like bro, like there was no one close to me, bro. I'm sorry. If you don't go by the name of, there's some certain few names I may put, in the same bracket as me, when it comes to ancient offlaners or legend offlaners. But everyone else, I feel like you're sorry. You just don't have the experience. You don't have the keys. You don't got the bread to be in the tax bracket I am. So yeah, I feel like you owe me a discussion, and I feel like I got slighted. I feel like I would have probably turned down the opportunity anyways because I was probably not playing. But like, bro, if I'm promised the spot, why the hell you announcing Geo when I'm not even like in the conversation? Like, bro, like I feel like you just gotta reach out to me and be like, yo, like we're on the same team. We literally played 2 nights before. I felt slighted, but it's straight. I ain't even really too worried about it. I hope they have a blast playing. I gotta honestly see the teams, and then I may put out some content about the teams and challenger and things of that nature. But for me, I feel like this is the end of the book. End of the book for playing for a little, for a good minute probably. I may show my face sometimes. When the bat signals up, I may come through, but besides that, man, I think my days have been done for a good little minute. It's still nice to come back and make air finals though. After taking some seasons off, it's nice, but yeah, I think that shit's done, bro. Unless Ten Toes makes an insane return, I just doubt it. But man, I'm many blessings to you guys. Happy Mother's Day. Hope everyone else is doing, solid. Hope the ATL community is doing solid and shit. I don't think I'm gonna post this in 12, but for the real fans, for the real ones that watch this all the way through, post how long you slept last night in the comments, man. Let me know how long y'all slept last night. But yeah, no, I appreciate y'all watching this video, and stay tuned for more.